Can I beauty guru this? Boop. Hi everybody, my name is Allie. If you're new here, hello. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. So today's video, I am going to do some deaf stuff with you. I haven't done anything hearing related for a while. I will tag my first video on this channel that I did. It's just kind of like an overview of my hearing loss situation. But today we are changing the tubing in my hearing aids, and I thought I would do like an anatomy of a hearing aid video with you. So I have a little diagram that I'll pop up over here that is like kind of the general labeling. So these are mine. Can I beauty guru this? Boop. So I use the brand Phonak. There's multiple different brands of hearing aids, just like there is cell phones, Apple, Samsung, Google. There's Phonak, there's Beltone, there's TrueHear. Lots of different ones, personal preferences. Mine have just always been Phonak because that's what my insurance covers the most. So mine are purple and they have glittery ear molds. And then basically my biggest distinguishing factor between my hearing aids is I have more hearing loss on my right side than I do my left. So I need a more powerful hearing aid on my right side than my left. So my right side hearing aid, physically bigger than my left. I don't know how to hold this to get them to line up, but like it's longer, so it's a more powerful hearing aid. Generally speaking, the bigger someone's hearing aid is, the more stronger powered it is. But looking at the diagram, I'll go through it. So these are your ear molds. They shoot this little goo in your ear and it hardens and takes a mold of your ear that they then turn into your ear mold itself. Then you have your tubing, which is what we're going to be doing today, is changing out my tubing. This tubing is unbendy. It's almost rock hard and it's gross and has a little bit of earwax in there, which means it needs to be changed. Normal tubing is perfectly clear, bendy, not yucky. So that's what we're doing, is changing the tubing. But then you have your horn, which connects your tubing to your hearing aid itself. All of this stuff is detachable. You can take your horn right off of the body of your hearing aid, so it's easier to change things out. So then your hearing aid itself, on most older models like these, you have two microphones up at the top. So mine are these two little spots right here. These are my two microphones. This button is a mode changer. So most newer versions of hearing aids, they are rechargeable instead of needing batteries, and they are now able to Bluetooth connect to your phone, whereas mine, an older version, I have to change modes manually with a button. Mine do have Bluetooth capabilities, but because I got these in maybe 2010 or 2011, they're an older style Bluetooth where I have to have like a little necklace that kind of connects. The necklace, you turn it on, connects to my hearing aid and then to my phone, whereas newer versions, they go right from the hearing aid to the phone. So that's what this mode does. It changes it to Bluetooth, and then it can also switch on and off each microphone if I'm in a really noisy setting and I need to cut down on background sound. It can make different areas quieter, different areas louder. Then right below it, this little button that sticks out, this is my volume button. Some models have like a spinner instead of a flip up and down, but this is my volume. So it goes, you push it up and down to change the volume. And then because this is a battery model, this is my battery. It flops open. And this is also how I turn it on and off. Pressing it all the way in turns it on, pulling it out turns it off, and then all the way to change out the batteries. That is a general overview of what a hearing aid looks like. What we are going to be doing is changing my really gross old tubes. So here's where we manhandle. It's very old and stuck. Your ear mold also comes out 100%. So your ear mold, when it's in, that is the wrong ear. So your ear molds are molded specifically to the shape of your ear so that no sound comes in and out. These are usually what's replaced the most out of hearing aids because as you grow and get older, your ear change, like your inner ear can change size and shapes a little bit. For the most part, I at least, because I don't have a lot of money and my insurance has limitations. I'm actually up to get new hearing aids. I can and I probably will soon, so I might take you on that journey of getting new ones if that seems interesting. This is stuck on there really hard. I'm gonna bite it. These are very long overdue to be changed. When I do get new hearing aids, I will have the new rechargeable ones. My mom is also deaf. She just got the rechargeable ones, and they're pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be excited to have the updated Bluetooth. And what's cool about hearing aid Bluetooth is, again, depending on brand and version, they can Bluetooth to your phone, but you can also get a box that connects to your TV, so you can stream your TV right to your hearing aids. So instead of having like AirPods and everything, you just use your hearing aids. Look at how hard this is stuck on here. I have been pulling on this thing for a minute. Normally, when you go and get your tubing changed, you do it at your audiologist that you get your hearing aids from. Just personally have had hearing aids since I was about 10 years old, so I know how to change them myself. I can order new tubing off of Amazon and do it myself because I know how to, but generally speaking, you should go to your audiologist. Sometimes I just don't have the time. I actually had to cut the end a tiny bit, but I finally got it off. So that can go in the trash, and then do the same thing with my other side. I unscrew my body and then take it out of my horn and out of my ear mold. See if this one, yeah, this one's gonna be hard too. So now that those are out, we will get some clean tubing, shove them in, and cut them. So I'll show you the difference. This is very long. You get very long tubing and then you cut them down to what size you need. But this is what new tubing, fresh tubing looks: clear, super bendy. This is old tubing. It's yellow and like physically hard. These, honestly, I should have changed them months ago, but I'm lazy. With your fresh tubing, they kind of look like a bobby pin, but the one end kind of has this little straight sticky uppy part. So basically, when you put it in your ear, the curve is gonna be like this. It's hard to do this with a clear object. It'll be like this. So your ear mold goes here and it curves and goes straight up. So I have to thread this end through the ear mold, which is my least favorite part about doing this because it can be very annoying. Sometimes makes me mad and makes me regret the fact that I didn't go to my audiologist to have it done, so I didn't have to suffer through doing it myself. So I'm gonna sit here and shove this tubing through my mold, and I'll see you when I get it through. That literally took so long, but we have this through. So what we're gonna do is trim off this little extra, and then this whole section is trimmable to figure out like how long it needs to be to get over my ear. A lot of times I use my old tubes like as a guesstimate because this is like 4 times the amount of size that I need. But with doing these, it's always good to cut long because you can always go shorter when you need to, but you can't go long without changing the whole tube. So we get this cut and measured. Let's get that cut off. And then if I use my old tube as a little bit of a measurement, I'm gonna cut it to kind of where my old tube was, but a little bit more, just to give myself some wiggle room. So we've cut it like this. This is what, my left side? We're gonna put our horn back on the body. These just spin right on, and then connect our tube to the end of the horn and see how it fits. Part's a little bit easier, but still finicky. The thing with hearing aids and tubing is everything is just the right size to barely fit, so that there is no like air trapped anywhere or waters or liquid getting in places that they shouldn't be. So it makes stuff like tube changing finicky because it's supposed to barely fit, which is again why you're supposed to go to your audiologist, but I am lazy. Looks a little funky because I have it all twisted up now, but spin this around so this is facing the right direction. See how this works for size. So put it in, flip it up, and I do need to go a tiny bit shorter. So with hearing aids is It's a personal preference of like how loose you want them to be, but for the most part, you don't want to be able to like shake your ear around and have it flopping, and that's what I have a little bit right now, is it's kind of loose and flopping off my ear. But you also don't want it super tight, because the tighter it is, if you look at my ear, it goes like over, instead of the space between your ear and your head, it hits your ear itself, and you can get like a little sore or a cut starting there, and it'll irritate your skin. So it's important to kind of find that happy medium of not exactly touching your ear, but not having space where it flops around. I just chopped off the tiniest little amount, and now I gotta wrestle it back on again and see if I need to cut a little bit more. Hopefully not. I got pretty close first try. There's like a little ridge that you have to push the tubing over so that you don't accidentally pull it back off. So you gotta make sure you get it all the way up over top of that little ridge. A little bit more again. It's always shorter than what I think it needs to be. I feel like I always cut it and I'm like, oh, that has to be short, and then it's too long still. I always psych myself out that I'm cutting everything too short. And you can also put this on without attaching your horn to the body of your hearing aid as well. But I just like having the body on there because it gives me a little something extra to hang on to. I'm gonna turn it on this time to see how it sounds, because I can also tell when I put it in and turn it on if it's too floppy, because I can feel it, like I can hear it hitting the side of my head. It's still too long. Oh my gosh. I've actually cut so much off of this. This is wild. My hands are sweaty and I can't hold on to anything. Okay, take whatever this is. I think that might be it. I think we finally got it. I also want to make sure it's not sticking out really weird. I think that's it. I think we got it. It's not super floppy. Yeah, this is our final product. Newly changed hearing aid tube versus really gross, gunky old one. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I know it's fairly different from normal bookish content. I had to do this, and I figured that I may as well make it a little bit educational. If you guys want any more like content like this, I might even do just like a Q&A specifically about hearing loss and all that jazz. But yeah, let me know if there's anything in this area that you would like me to do more videos on. I gotta do my other one still. It's still in pieces, but I'm gonna do it off camera. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I love and appreciate you so much. Reading wrap up next week of this month and February, because I didn't do one for February because I only read like 2 books. But reading wrap up and normal bookish content to come again soon. If you want to follow me anywhere at my social medias, they are down below and linked on my end card screen. Down below is my Amazon wishlist and my PangoBooks. PangoBooks, you can buy mine or those used books for a cheaper price, or on my Amazon, you can send me books that are picked out on my wish list, or add your own and send me your favorite books. Yeah, thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you so much. Stay safe, and I will see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye.